This situation is more common than most teams want to admit. Today, we're going to walk through it, what happens, why it happens, and what to do about it. And your team is looking at each other like, how did we get here? This is what happens when Agile becomes a relay race instead of a team sport. Today, we're going to talk about what to do when QA gets your story on day 9 and what you should have done on day 1 to prevent it. So Jordan is the Scrum Master. He's calm, organized, watching the board. Prior is the product owner. She's already promised this feature to the VP. Marcus is a developer, solid skills, but tend to keep things close to the chest. And Tanya is QA. She has absolutely seen this before. Day 1, the planning conversation ends without a real answer. Nobody wrote down what QA would get the story. Day 4, Marcus hits a wall. PDF library issue. He worked through it alone. The board didn't change. Day 7, stand up comes and goes. Almost done. The car didn't move. Notice what's happening here. A blocker exists for 4 days and nobody knew about it. That's not a development problem. That's a communication problem. At 3:47 p.m. on day 9, Marcus moved the card to ready for QA. Tanya opens it for the first time. She reads the acceptance criteria, pull up the feature. Then she sends Jordan this message. Hey, this needs testing, but the demo is tomorrow at 10 a.m. I haven't even touched this yet. There are at least 3 edge cases that I need to check. What do we do? Jordan stares at the message, then calls an emergency sync. There are 18 hours until the stakeholders demo. QA hasn't even touched this feature. The clock is ticking. So let's pause the drama and talk about what actually broke down. Number 1, QA was treated as a relay handoff. Built it, then tested. That's waterfall logic running inside of an agile sprint. 2, the board was frozen for 6 days. An aging card is a warning sign. This team missed it. 3, the definition of done didn't require QA sign-off. Done meant the developer thinks it's done. 4, the riskiest story in the sprint had no midpoint check. One conversation at day 5 would have caught all of this. So look at the top lane. QA is in the conversation on day 1. Test cases are written while the development is happening. By day 7, QA already has a built to test. Now look at the bottom lane. 8 days of in progress, then QA gets a story with 18 hours left. Same sprint, completely different outcome. The root cause, no QA planning. Blocker hidden 4 days. No day 5 check-in. And the definition of done missing with the QA sign off. Okay, so here's what looked good under pressure moment. Step 1, triage. Tanya maps out what absolutely must be tested before demo and what can wait. She identifies 3 core scenarios. The edge cases around the date filter, those can slide. Step 2, swarming. Marcus and Tanya appears on a shared screen. This is one of the most powerful tools on an agile team and one of the most underused. When a story is at risk, the team moves towards it together. Step 3, transparency. Jordan updates the team. Prior messes the VP with a plan attached. No one is surprised at 10 a.m. These aren't process improvement that requires a big meeting or a new tool. These are small behavioral changes that any team can start this sprint. The most important one, The day 5 health chat. One question: is there anything in development that QA hasn't seen yet? That changes everything. It catches this problem before it becomes a crisis. The second most important, QA at planning. Tanya should never walk out of sprint planning not knowing when she's going to get a build. The problem wasn't that QA got the story on day 9. The problem started on day 1 when the team treated QA like a handoff instead of a collaborator. In waterfall, testing is a phase that comes after development. In Agile, testing is something that happens alongside development. Here's the line I want you to take with you. Working software isn't working until someone has tried to break it. Done doesn't mean the developer's finished. Done means the whole team delivers something that actually works. So before we close, here's what I want you to take back to your team. Number 1, QA is not a handoff. They're a teammate. Number 2, stale cards on your board are red flag. Don't let them sit. Number 3, update your definition of done today. Number 4, build a day 5 check-in into your sprint rhythm. Number 5, when something is at risk, don't walk around each other. Swarm it. If your team just does one of these things differently, next sprint, you'll feel the difference. I'll see you in the next what if scenario.